Welcome back to the channel. We're out here in Odessa, Missouri at the Insurance Auto Auctions lot, and I've got something to show you that we just picked up for the farm. This giant yacht. No, I'm just kidding. Check this beauty out right here. A 2009 John Deere 9770 combine that is, yes, totaled out, and I'll show you why in a second. But we've got to put this combine on that gooseneck trailer. Nah, I'm just messing with you again. We got a low boy coming, but first we're gonna get the tires that are on there tightened up on the combine and get these duals loaded on that trailer with the old Bobcat. But otherwise, let me start showing you guys why they totaled out this combine and how we got a good deal on it. And just like the 8300 video, you guys down below, let me know how much you think we paid for this, and the winner of the guessing contest is gonna get a John Deere combine of some sort. I'm not sure they make a 9770 toy, but I'll find something worth your guys' time if you can guess the correct amount that we paid down below. So at first glance on the combine, you can see that the cab windshield has broke out. And if you look closer, something hit it and dented the cab in. Something also hit this little step right here. But that cab is probably really expensive to replace at a dealer, so that probably totaled it out right there. But there's a lot more damage on the back of this combine, and if your guys' guess is going to be accurate, you need to check out, stay tuned for the whole walk around. So the outside of the combine looks all right. Then you'll notice, oh wait, what's going on right here? This back panel is tilted back a little bit. Something also hit the back of this combine, so this back panel's all cracked out. And if you look, this panel's not only leaning back, it's also leaning to the right. And this is all damaged up in here. I did get up there because we came before and looked at this combine. It still opens up fine. This has been damaged. This has been ran into. This side of the combine, this side's pretty clean, so this is probably the Instagram side for sure. But if you look at the combine, there's been a lot of parts replaced, and someone kept up with the maintenance. They didn't open the traps for us, so that's real nasty. But the chain sprockets, all the bearings, all the threshing elements, separator tines, shoe augers, bearings, all that stuff looks good. There's still, I mean, parts like this where they still have the sticker and the tag on from when they were probably changed at the dealership. So somebody put some money in this combine before it was totaled out. You'll also look and see that this ladder platform is bent up. This damage looks older, and on some of this stuff I don't know what was already there and what's new, but the insurance inspector, the adjuster, whoever looked at this machine, totaled it out. Maybe it went to the dealership, they decided that there's too much damage, so they sent it to the insurance auction, and that's where we could capitalize on it. Now let's see how many hours are on this machine. Still got a side door, which is more than the 8300 has. Got that open station view. All right, let's see how many hours she's got. Still have power. Turn the key one more. Let's fire her up. Fires up pretty good still. We'll see how many hours are here in a second. But all this stuff's been sitting outside, and these combines get wore out, so I'm gonna see if we can replace some of these buttons. But if you noticed, it already has the auto track valve, which is a nice little part to have on this combine. It's pretty pricey. All right, 50 hours service due. Back out of that. We've got 5,280 engine hours and 3,643 separator hours. So this is a pretty high hour combine, but we think there's still a lot of life left in it, especially for what we paid. So throw your guesses down below and let's get this combine loaded up and get it home. Andrew is doing some digging and found all our hardware we need to get the front tires bolted up and get the rears bolted up. They're on backwards, but we're not going to mess with fixing everything here on the lot. Probably be in the next video. We'll be getting this combine situated with the duals on, and then doing a walk around and showing a more in-depth review of what this combine is, and maybe some of its history if we can find it. So everyone has those things that they're into that might not be what everyone else likes. There are a pretty big following on these 97 Ford pickups. This one's a 7.3 Power Stroke. I don't know what hold means, but I had to walk over here and check it out. This one's pretty dang rough. It's got a lot of patch panels on it, but I wanted to get a closer look for myself just because I love these trucks, and I was a little curious. This one was hitting the front end, but it looked like it was a beater before it got hit, so definitely not going to be watching that one at auction. This semi was a burn, and you know, there's always that one weird thing in a fire that survives. Look at this. The toothpaste bottle out of all of that mess. So good job, Crest Toothpaste, for making a high quality product that's fireproof. When we're putting duals on, we always try to use some sort of lubricant. This time it's WD-40. We literally just spray a little bit on the threads to keep them from being all rusted and sitting in there and being a pain in the butt when you try to take them back off. Got a broken stud right there we're gonna have to fix. Andrew's seeing about finishing up the bolts in the wheels. There's some holes that aren't in the best shape anymore. We're just gonna button up some of these things that are dangling. I only got one size of zip tie, which is small, so I'm just gonna feed them into each other. But we're hoping once the trucker gets here, it's just load the thing on the trailer and get out of here. I don't love that machine, but it's what we got. Let me know if you guys like T190 Bobcats or what your favorite skid steers are. We put the block in there, that way you can get a strap in or however we're gonna do it. We'll see if these forks pick it up though. They're probably not long enough. I think I'm gonna strap from here up to there. All right, let's see if my idea works. Have them tilt back. Oh yeah, look at that. See, you guys think I make all these dumb decisions buying this junk. Sometimes I have good ideas. Let me put a board under. Hold on, Andrew. Just put a 2x4 so we can leave it and strap it, not be wobbly. We'll leave it. to do it one more time. We got the other one set on. We just set them side by side to make them easy to take off since we got plenty of room on this trailer. He doesn't like the teeter because this trailer's got a little bit of a step up. See him on it right now. There he goes. So we got the duals on, skid steer back on. Now we're just waiting for the low boy to show up, and he said he's on his way. We're gonna take it for a test drive real quick before the trucker gets here. We've got almost a full tank of fuel though. That's 250 gallons of fuel for free. Pretty crazy. We're going from a 6620 to that thing. That's a monster. Compared to what we're used to, very excited to run this machine this year. And there were some bolt holes that had some screwed up threads that we didn't want to force the bolts in there. Same on the other side. So we got enough in there. We're gonna probably drop it on the road in front of the house and then drive it in the driveway. But yeah, a couple bolts there. There's that broken stud, bolt hole back there that needs some work. Nothing I don't think we can handle.
This is an awesome combine, really nice. I wonder where Zach's at. Looks like he's sleeping on the job.
Oh, you woke me up. You got everything strapped down yet? So the combine's back here in the specialty lot, and the insurance auto auctions worker just come back here and said that we need to move it up to the unloading lot, which is fine. So we're gonna drive the combine up and see how she does. Hopefully get some cool rollers driving up there. Drove up pretty good. This has got to qualify us as big time operators. That is a nice old Peterbilt right there. We're loaded up and we're gonna hit the road. And then we're gonna be dropping it on the road and taking it officially home. Looks like the back ladder platform on the combine was coming open. We're just a few miles down the road. We're back on the road and that old 379 Pete's got some power. Heading out of town, he was actually pulling on me a little bit. But what was happening was with the damage on that back couple panels on the combine, it was just starting to flap in the wind as soon as we got any kind of speed. So he was cool enough to stop and throw a ratchet strap on it for us. We thought about driving this combine home, but this intersection and this highway is the main reason we decided to go ahead and have it hauled. It had been about a 2-hour combine ride. All back roads except right here. We made it. That guy can drive. Safety first. Here we go.
Yep.
Well guys, thanks for watching. Comment your guess on the price down below and we'll catch you on the next one.